Alright, everybody. I believe we are live. Welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but we're doing a continuation of the last two streams, where if you beat me in a battle, then you get my Pokemon that I used in the battle. Let me just double check some things for a quick minute or two here. Of course, I saw we got GG Plays. I'll open the chat in another second to see if anybody else is here, but oh, we also got Sherry. Alright, so I'm going to be using the same teams as last two streams. But let's go over the rules, just in case anybody is maybe confused on them. They are in the description if you would like to read them yourselves. But this stream will be battles against viewers. If a viewer manages to beat me, they get the ability to take one of the Pokemon I used in the battles. The rules are as follows. All battles will be done using the VGC Reg F format, double battles with no restricted legendaries or mythicals, which is in-game is official format 1. An attempt will consist of 3 battles back-to-back unless the viewer chooses to forfeit. On the first attempt, a viewer must beat all 3 teams to get a Pokemon, and for every attempt afterwards, the viewer must beat 2 of the 3 teams. After winning, the viewer is reset to their first attempt. The viewer is allowed to change anything about their team in between battles, even changing the team for an entirely new one, and the team I use will be random and hidden from the viewers until the battle begins. And if I feel like I'm being screen sniped, which I don't think has happened so far, I will not award the player Pokemon because, like, come on, dog. So, yeah, pretty simple. I got a shiny that annoyed me. Is it one of the event shinies? Alright, let's see. Let's do 47478051. And by the time you see this, I will have begun searching already. Just wait for stream to catch up. You got a Minior? Oh, that's a good one. That is a really annoying one. Because you can't tell what shiny it is without breaking the shell. Or just auto-battling. Alright, looks like we have Hakai. This will be the Hakai's first attempt. So they have to win all 3 battles. Oh, I need to open my notepad. I restarted my computer. I don't think I need this anymore. And let me hide the screen so I can pick a battle team. I'm gonna pick this. Actually, yeah, let's pick this one. Alright, looks like we have a Trick Room team with a Chenpao Dragonite. This is some pretty good stuff here. What do I do against this, though? I think I need to lead this and this. I do have my own Trick Room mode, though. So it's, like, not that big of a deal. Oh, Rillaboom being there at the end really just screws with me. I think I'm gonna do this. And then have this and this in the back. And we'll see how that goes. Hey, close the window. You probably just heard all that. We got Shed-Proud Dragonite on the field. That's pretty epic. Okay. So, what is my best move here? So, Dragonite can't E-speed into anything, which means it'll be slower than Arcanine at least. I think what I'm gonna do is Rock Slide for the spread and Protect to see what happens. If we're lucky on the Rock Slide, it'll bring Chien-Pao down to Sash, and then the Sand will kill it. And then we're in like a pretty good position, I think. I counted 16 Pokemon, that means there's a Shiny, and one was Magneton. And 15 Miniors, but thank goodness it was the Miniors. We're gonna see Dragonite pulling out Terra Normal. So that way it's just neutral to any Rock-type moves that would come out. Grantar's going to drop the Protect. Arcanine gets off the Rock Slide. That does not bring Chien-Pao down to Sash, but it does flinch the Chien-Pao. And Dragonite goes for Dragon Dance. Okay. And Chien-Pao is buffeted by Sandstorm. So it's possible that Dragonite's faster than Arcanine now. So I'm going to put stock into the fact that Chien-Pao is going to either protect here, and I'm going to knock off the Dragonite. It could just be that Dragonite is faster and it gets off Stomping Tantrum, but there's nothing that I really want to take a +1 Stomping Tantrum. Okay, Chien-Pao goes for the Sucker into Arcanine, that way it gets off at least a move. Rock Slide comes out, gets the KO Chien-Pao. Dragonite's out about half. And Dragonite gets to Iron Head Arcanine. Does not pick up the KO because it is a neutral attack. Tyranitar goes for the knockoff, and critical hit KOs Dragonite. But if I had to bet, I don't think that crit matters. And it knocked off Covert Cloak. Okay, so there's no chance of us Rock Slide flinching Dragonite either one of those times. Might have been banned. I think banned might have gotten the Iron Head. Well, I guess they can't Dragon Dance if they're banned. So I know what I'm thinking with that. Okay, now Torkoal has hit the field. We could see a Terra here. But I think what I have in the back, I don't fear doing this. Okay, Torkoal goes for the Protect. It's perfectly understandable. Arcanine goes for the Rocks Slide. And unfortunately, Cresselia avoids it for me, but good for my opponent. Knockoff comes down to Cresselia, and I think with the Rocks, I feel like that would have KO'd. But now they get up Trick Room, which is a little not great in my opinion, at least for me. What am I okay with here? I think I have to be okay with Arcanine going down. And then let's bring in Indeedee. in Trick Room, Torkoal is going to be the slowest one in the field. It's one of the best Trick Room Pokemon because of that, because it gets to go for Eruption, and this is about half to Indeedee, okay. Arcanine is going to go down, but it served us very well, if I do say so. Moonblast comes out into Indeedee, and it is going to ruin Indeedee. But with Tyranitar coming back in, we get to get rid of the Sun. And I feel pretty confident in going for Helping Hand Rock Slide. Pop, 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 pop. And, okay, we're gonna see Ally Switch come out from Cresselia. And it's all up to Torkoal going for the Eruption. We're not in Sun anymore, so Indeedee gets to survive that. And Tyranitar with the Speed F boost in Sand really doesn't care. We also missed Cresselia, which is not too good, but hitting the Torkoal was definitely 100% the biggest thing there. And everybody on the field is going to take a little bit to Sand Chip. Indeedee tanks it out, though, and I believe with the second Rock Slide Helping Hand, as long as we hit our targets, we should be good here. They might Earth Power Moonblast into Tyranitar to try and KO. I feel like with Tyranitar in Sand should live it. Yeah, here's Heat Wave, and Tyranitar actually dodges the Heat Wave, so we get a little bit of upcomments for missing that Rock Slide on Cresselia. And we're gonna miss something else. We're gonna miss Cresselia again. Wow, Cresselia's pretty good at dodging. Maybe it's Bright Powder. Wait, no, it can't be Bright Powder. We already knocked off its Mental Herb, I believe. Cresselia's gonna go for Moonblast, and yeah, Tyranitar definitely would have lived a combination of Moonblast and Earth Power had Torkoal decided to go for it, but we have Hatterene in the back to close up this endgame pretty good, if I do say so myself. They can't tear us. I'm just gonna go for... Actually... Mystical Fire. And that is going to be a GG on the first game for Hakai. Let me write down the full name of Hakai. Now, Hakai, you can unfortunately not get a Pokemon on this attempt. However, if you would like to continue on to the other two battles, you are more than welcome to do so. Yesterday, I got Shiny Pikachu and 2 Wellers. That's a pretty good day. I got Shiny Shinx and Shiny Reller and Shiny Litleo. Really filling out the decks there with all the cats and the random bug. Alright, so let me grab my second team, and let's just keep it simple, stupid, and I'm gonna go with this team. And should be good there. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of a mix-up. It's still a Trick Room team, however, this one looks a little bit more aggressive. Not in the Chien-Pao Dragonite way, but in the Fake Me Out and Urshifu way. So what I can do here is I can lead this Pokemon and this Pokemon. Have this Pokemon in the back and this Pokemon. And I think I have to trust that those guys will know what they're doing. I feel like it's gotta be Dark Urshifu. And Dark Urshifu really ruins this team. Which makes me want to change things around. We'll go with this. Hi, Lax. How are you doing? Hate Bruxish. Bruxish? It, like, has a very unique role. Just because it has Dazzling as its ability. But other than that, yeah, I hate Bruxish. Bruxish is also a weird looking Pokemon. The amount of strategy happening before the battle hurts my brain. Oh, yeah. Thankfully, I've already won one game in this first attempt, so I don't have to worry about it too much. The monkey could be Scarf. If it's Scarf Final Gambit, then I'm just gonna click Giga Drain into the fish and hope that I'm faster than it. I should be faster than it. This is a Trick Room team. I might outspeed the monkey though in Sun, but I'm not sure about that. And then I lose Torkoal. And losing Torkoal would be bad. I'm just gonna do this, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, no terrestrializations on the opposing field. Alright, we are seeing the final gambit, probably a Scarf set. Ndidi does not have more health than Annihilape, unfortunately, so Ndidi and Annihilape are going to trade. As we see Exeggutor get off a Giga Drain, and we are going to see a Focus Sash live from Bruxish. As Bruxish goes for the Trick Room. Okay, they're going to respond with a Torkoal of their own, which makes sense. Sun is up, so I don't fear the Bruxish too much. I wish I had Protect on Exeggutor, kind of. My best Terra here, though, is probably the Brock. And then Earth Power. Okay, Torkoal's going Terrafire. That's not... Oh, that's bad for me. That's real bad. I should have gone for Sleep Powder turn 1. I have no experience in player versus player battles, so if I do battle, I expect to be swept instantly. Well, that's what we're here for. You gotta learn a little bit more. Oh, we're seeing Side Aqua Jet in order to activate a weakness policy. I am pretty screwed here. This is pretty bad. Then Eruption comes out. This probably KOs both. Yeah. So my only out here is that Bruxish doesn't go for an attacking move. A correct attacking move, I should say. They might not go for the... if it only has Aqua Jet as an attacking move, I would be a little surprised. But... I needed them to not use both Eruption and Aqua Jet, or another attacking move other than Aqua Jet this turn. Because then it's possible, but unlikely. Yeah, Psychic Fangs. Alright. GG's. GG's. Now we'll move on to the third game, where I don't need to hide the screen for the last team. Because it's the rain team. Shiny alert, and it's marked. You got a shiny marked Varoom? Let's go. This is taking a sec. Okay, we're seeing another variation of Trick Room, except this one has Regidrago. I don't think... I have a way to beat Lilligant. Other than... Okay, let's do this and this. Nah, not this yet. I think I need to have this in position. No, even that's not super secure. I need to have... I don't know. I don't have a lot to deal with it. This and this in back. It's probably wrong, but I don't have to worry about this game because this is the first attempt. Okay, it is Lilligant. So I can side Thunderwave the Archaludon, but then that doesn't keep them from after Ewing with Torkoal. So I'm just going to side Pelipper and then hope that they miss the Sleep Powder, I think is my only out. You got the uncommon mark. Well, that's better than nothing. We're going to see Torkoal go for Protect this turn, understandable. Elegant is going to land the Sleep Powder into Archaludon. And they have Ursula, right? Yeah. Torkoal's gonna leave. P.R. Denise is coming? Ah, Armor Rouge. Goes for the sleep powder, but misses Pelipper. That's good. And our Caledon gets the first turn wake up. Which means that we get a super effective Snarl off. And that is a Covert Cloak. No, it's not Covert Cloak. It just dropped its attack. We're getting the Hurricane off into Lilligant, and a very unfortunate first turn for my opponent, or second turn rather, for my opponent. They do, however, get to bring Torkoal back in here, which means they get to reset Sun. Or they can bring in a Trick Room setter, or a Redirector rather, and set up Trick Room. Okay, Torkoal gets to come back in, and Torkoal sets up the Sun. So, this could be Wide Guard Armor Rouge, Eruption, into Wide Guard Armor Rouge, Eruption, Torkoal. It could be Protect Torkoal, set up Trick Room with Yamans. Either way, I think I send out Grimmsnarl, and then Snarl covers most of my bases, except for that Wide Guard we were talking about. But even then, I'm pretty okay with... Yeah, I'm pretty okay with Grimmsnarl going down if it means I get to bring Pelipper back in and see Wide Guard. Okay, Torkoal protects. Caledon gets off the Snarl, Torkoal protects it. We get to hit our Caledon for a little bit more. Or not, our Caledon gets to hit Armor Rouge. Sorry, I'm messing up my A Pokemon names. And our Caledon sets up Trick Room, that's pretty expected. So let's do this, and swap here. I feel like this play makes the most sense. Armor Rouge is going to be leaving the field in favor of... Who's Jet Plane? Ursaluna, okay. Going to see a Terrestrialization on Torkoal. Torkoal rocking the Terra Fire. Light Screen is now up. In rain, max health eruption with Light Screen up. Does that much to both my Pokemon. Now Ursaluna is set up, and that's a little bit more problematic. We can't reflect here, and then try and maybe get a Weather Ball off. I could see really either slot switching here, but no matter what Weather Ball hits, they need to protect to not take a super effective hit. And Ursaluna is currently the biggest threat. I think Torkoal is probably going to leave, and then they're going to protect this slot. Because they want their Sun back. But I'm going to Weather Ball into their Ursaluna anyways. Okay, Torkoal is leaving. Armor Rouge comes back in, Grimmsnarl gets up the Reflect. Goes for the Facade. And, Pelipper does not. I really thought Pelipper would take that. Pelipper does not take that, so now everything becomes bad. I think I just Thunder Wave into Armor Rouge, and then even afford to get off an Iron Defense. They probably just switch back into Torkoal. The Reflect is up, and Blastoise is pretty tanky. I think I Iron Defense. I think Armor Rouge leaves here to go back into Torkoal. Now they have another Water type on the field. Yeah. I really thought Pelipper would live the facade with the Reflecta, but Big Bear goes crazy. Get off the Thunderwave into Torkoal, which might be handy. I'm gonna see Facade come out. And, I crit Blastoise. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I just lose there. Actually, There's a con where I win here. It's to do this and then assume they're ground. They're gonna use Earthquake. Huge crit? Yeah, that was a huge crit. I mean, I was just Iron Defensing, but still I would have had more turns to protect out the Trick Room. I don't know how many Trick Room turns we have left, but it can't be that many. I definitely underestimated Ursaluna a bit here. I should have just switched into Arcaludon instead of letting Pelipper attack, but you live and you learn. Okay, Eruption is gonna cook me. Yeah, I really needed the para there. Because now... Well, actually, I could get the parrot here if Snarl picks up KO on Ursaluna. Can I get the para? Oh, that's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Because now the Snarl probably more than likely KOs the Ursaluna. When there's a para, there's a way. I just need to land, like, both... Ah, I didn't KO Ursaluna. Yeah, that's GG. That's GG. Oh, wait, we lived. Para? Give me the para. Give me the para, give me the para! Yes! Yes, please! Please. I need... Oh, wait, no, that dies. Okay. I still have not enough health to, like, live the Armor Rouge, but... I think I actually had an out here if that killed the Ursaluna, which is mind-boggling to me. This is where the Armor reveals Wide Guard and my brain explodes. Whatever moves the Armor's missing can miss. Copium? Copium? Yeah, even the Copium can't be that high. Alright, well, GG. I guess it helps that I won the first one because I can treat these other two like a warm-up round. Because I know what I should have done in both of those games that I lost, but... now I have a better idea, at least. Now I'm a little practiced up. GG's, GG's. You'll definitely get it on your second attempt, I feel like. Hakai. Now the floor is open to challengers. I'm Hakai and GG. Well, GG, Marksard World. I think you'll definitely get it on your second attempt. Alright, let's see what we got. It's Ryder. Ryder is, I believe, a first attempter. Go to official rules 1. And give me just a second while I go over to OBS and let's pick a team. Let's go here. Hello, Amy McIntyre. How you doing? That's me? Alright, bet. Oh, we have High Dragon on this team. Very cool, very cool. What do I do here? Ooh, Urshifu, though. I think I lead this. This is like a max speed bear. A max speed bear scares me. I don't like max speed bear, it's too fast. Who's my last guy? I got over a room and I saw another shiny Varu in the background, and I guess they want me to stay. I mean, that's a compelling argument. But there is a certain point where one too many shinies becomes, like, way too many shinies. And then you're just losing box space, having a bunch of Pokemon that you might never use. What do I do here? I guess I do this. This is at least not the worst. That's what Home is for? That's what the paid version of Home is for. I'm only using the free version right now. I'll probably get, like, the paid version at some point, but I don't think I can really be bothered. So, I have, like, an easy... I could just, like, fake out Urshifu, and if Incineroar fakes out whatever, I don't really care. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, Incineroar fakes out Raichu, which is a pretty good amount. Body Press does a pretty good amount into Incineroar in return. Incineroar naps on that berry. Urshifu flinches. Wait, Urshifu flinches? Why is this Urshifu so slow? It's slower than Archaludon. Is this like secret Trick Room Urshifu? I was kind of nervous that I messed up my buttons there. If it's slower than Archaludon, then I'm just gonna do this. I don't EV grind? That'd do it, that'd do it. Alright, we're going to see Electro Shot get fully charged up in rain. And now that's going to pick up KO into Urshifu. And Incineroar is left on the field to Parting Shot out on Archaludon, which is going to negate the special attack boost that we just got off of using Electro Shot. And Incineroar is going to leave. Alright, so now Rillaboom is hitting the field. Setting up that grassy terrain. And it's Grassy Seed. Increasing Rillaboom's defense. Use a rental team. Yeah, rental teams are definitely pretty good for some scenarios. If you don't have any Pokemon specifically trained up. You can use a rental team, but more often than not, I find rental teams are hard to get my head around sometimes. We're gonna have to keep Pelipper from taking any damage here, and then go for... Honestly... Let's Body Press Incineroar again. Okay, Rillaboom went for Fake Out into Pelipper. Pelipper protected itself, and Incineroar went for Fake Out into Archaludon, and Archaludon took damage, but it was resisted, and our stamina ability activates, so our defense increases, and Archaludon is not going to get moved because it Fake Outed, and everybody who took damage prior is getting a little bit of Grassy chip back. So I don't think they're going to double into Pelipper this turn, so I'm just going to Hurricane Rillaboom and then Body Press Incineroar, and Body Pressing Incineroar picks up KO because our defense was increased by the Fake Out. And Rillaboom's going for Wood Hammer into Pelipper, which doesn't bring Pelipper down to its Focus Sash, but still does a massive chunk of damage as Pelipper returns with Guaranteed Accuracy Hurricane in Rain, which manages to get the super effective KO on Rillaboom. And last but not least, we have Ogerpon the Gourmet hitting the field. Quite a fancy title. I'm okay with Pelipper going down here, if that's what has to happen for Archaludon to get an Electro Shot into Ogerpon. Alright, Ogerpon's gonna play defensively this turn, getting up a Spiky Shield. Archaludon goes for the Electro Shot, and even though the attack is being protected, which you don't see with most attacks, since Electro Shot is a 2-turn move, you will always get the special attack boost, even if the opponent that you send the attack into protects. So let's save Pelipper for perhaps another turn, and let's go for Electro Shot again. Ogerpon goes for the Throat Chop, a bit of a niche move that I could put on there, but it does not get to KO Pelipper this turn, as Archaludon goes for another Electro Shot, putting it at +2, meaning its special attack is now doubled. Which nearly knocks out Ogerpon, but Ogerpon is able to take it, and the rain stops. And the grass disappears from the battlefield. Because Ogerpon was the only one who could heal it, because Pelipper's in the sky. Throat Chop Ogerpon. I could see it being good tech for stopping, like, I have Snarl, like on Archaludon. You can stop Parting Shot from Incineroar. That could be quite annoying. But I think I'm just gonna go for Body Press here. Okay, again, Ogerpon's gonna go for Spiky Shield. Do I even have 10 PP on Explosion in case you need to use it 10 times? What if there's a Damp Pokemon on the field for 9 turns, and you need to go boom? On the 10th time, they'll be glad that you PP'd. I'm going to get rid of Throat Chop for Horn Leech. I do like Horn Leech more than Throat Chop, but it really depends on what moveset you got. Horn Leather. Yeah, Horn Leather is a great typo. So unfortunately, that is going to be a victory for me, which means that Ryder/Amy is not going to be able to get a Pokemon on this attempt, but you are more than welcome to do 2 more battles if you would like Amy to finish out your attempt. Oh, okay, it looks like they have disconnected. Wait for a minute, just to see if they know that they could still do the other 2 battles if they want, but if not, then we'll be open for talent. Not yet? Alright, good enough. That means once you see this, I will be searching again, and the floor will be open to challengers. Let me write Amy's name next to Ryder on my notepad. Searching. Ryder/Amy. McIntyre. Alright, we have Cherry returning. However, Cherry did win their last battle set, which means they are back up to their first attempt where they need to win all 3 battles in order to get another Pokemon. So let me hide the screen real quick while I pick a team. I think I'll go with this one. Okay, we're seeing a lot of my nightmares, honestly, on this team. After 2 attempts, can I not battle new? No, you can battle an infinite number of times. It's just that, like Cherry's, this is like Cherry's 6th or 7th attempt. But it's just that after the first attempt, you only need to win two out of the 3 battles in order to get a Pokemon. Oh, good golly gosh. I do this and this, I think. And then... No, I don't think I can do that. I think I do this and this. Just start. And then have this and this in the back. Or maybe this and this in the back. I've never done that. But it feels like it's kind of necessary. I'm probably gonna regret putting this in the front, but like, it's fine. Or this on the team, rather. But you die after the first turn. Not if there's a Pokemon with Damp. Or they randomly have a Pokemon with Imprison and Explosion. Well, I guess that would change it a little bit differently. But, like, my point still stands. Alright, I kind of wish I was soundproof right about now, if I'm being honest. Let's Clangristle and follow me. Alright, we are seeing a turn 1 Terrestrialization from the opponent, and it's going to be Raging Bolt grabbing a Terra Fairy. DD's going to get off the Follow Me. This Ogerpon gets off the Ivy Cudgel, and does a lot to Ndidi. I'm gonna clip Clangorous Soul. And did I just say the opposing Gouging Fire? Is that that's the name of the Raging Bolt. Okay, I'm gonna predict a Protect here, I think, from Raging Bolt. And I'm gonna do this. Okay, we're not seeing a Protect from Raging Bolt, but we are seeing Aura Sphere do pretty good damage into Ogerpon. Let's see what happens here. I think I'm about to get a little... I should have just Terra Steeled. Uh-oh. Dang, that KOs. Man. Do you like my Gouging Fire? Not particularly right now, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think I overread that. I should have just Terra Steeled and Flash Cannoned. Synthesis is going to activate on Gouging Fire, and this is where I wish that I had Exeggutor. I knew I should have brought Exeggutor. Exeggutor would have saved me here. I think I do this for whatever damage that I can get. We're gonna get Dazzling Gleam into both opponents. Which is going to KO Ogerpon and not do very much to Raging Bull. Raging Bull, however, is probably going to... Okay, Calm Minds. Which I'm pretty sure means I have no way out of this game. Now Relivim comes in. I would say double protecting helps here, but it really doesn't. Okay, Gouging Fire goes for protect. Big Gal goes into Torkoal. And I waste my Terra Stellar Shadow Ball. Torkoal flinches and cannot move. Do this. Oh wait, Shadow Ball. Oh, I thought it was as if you use the move that you don't get the Stellar Boost, but no, it still has the Stellar Boost. It's just that the attack didn't connect. Okay, that's better for me. See, High Horsepower come out into Torkoal, which does a pretty decent chunk of Torkoal's health. And Thunderbolt goes into Fluttermane. E-Wave comes out from Torkoal, it misses this Raging Bolt. That's kind of impactful. No burn either. I think I have to get the crit here. I mean, I definitely have to get the crit here to come, like, at all close. Okay, Real Boom is leaving. And Ursaluna is coming in. No protect from Raging Bolt. I need this to crit to win. Nope. And this is just like Thunderclap into Fluttermane and ground type move in the Torkoal, and I lose. Okay, Gouging Fire protects. And I'm still gonna go for Hyper Voice. Our Sunlight fades. And I'm gonna not die to Thunder. I'll die to Hyper Voice though. There's nothing that I can really do. Oh, it's not Thunderclap. I mean, that doesn't change anything, but... It's Thunderbolt. But yeah, GG's. I don't think it matters. Cherry usually just uses the same team, so I don't think it matters that they see what team I'm picking. But I'm going to bring this team. Okay. And then this. No, this. Bear and Ninetales. So I feel like Blizzard's bad. I think Blizzard Follow Me is the worst thing that could possibly happen. As much as I would hate to give up the Psychic Seed, I think I need to change weather. And hit here. This is a bit of a risk. Okay, we're seeing a terrestrialization on the bear. Ninetales tries to get the Aurora Veil, but does not get it. Okay, Hyper Voice. Please tell me that I live Hyper Voice with Hatterene. Please, 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 please. Thank you, Hatterene. Expanding Force comes out. KOs Ursaluna. That's big. Big turn 1 play there. It's gonna cost me not setting up Trick Room this game, but I'll just have to roll with the punches here. It's probably what, Blizzard? No, do they want Ninetales to die? Either way, I don't have any use for Hatterene anymore. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, Ninetales leaves. And Gouging Fire is returning. Big Out goes into Hatterene, does not KO it, but we aren't going to get to move this turn. And the Sand is going to KO me. So I think I bring in Indeedee here. And I'm going to stopping. Nah, I need to knock off Raging Bolt's leftovers before I do anything too crazy. Hitting Rillaboom really hard here would also be good. I can't really do that without Helping Hand from Indeedee, though. Rillaboom goes for Grassy Glide. Gouging Fire goes for Calm Mind. Alright, targets the knockoff into Gouging Fire, which means that gets rid of its leftovers. And they might have Rillaboom leave here, so I'm gonna cover by doing this, I think. Rillaboom might U-turn here. Nah, it doesn't. It never U-turns. It's gonna Wood Hammer. I say Gouging Fire protects. Or, not Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt protects. Okay, U-turn. Now I need this to, I need Raging Bolt to not KO Tyranitar this turn. Okay, Thunderbolt, good, good, good. Don't pair me. Land both. That's pretty good. Now Rillaboom re-enters. It's a grassy terrain. And this might be Rillaboom. Hold on. Wait, yeah, let's swap in and then follow me, redirect. Because I want Indeedee to die. Okay, Fake Out's pretty good there. Oh, but not Calm Mind. I wanted a KO there. Okay, U-turn. The one goes for Wood Hammer, that picks up KO. Gouging into Raging Bolt. Critical hit probably did not matter, but would have been handy for something else. Rillaboom is damaged by a tad bit of recoil. The crit solved. I don't think that crit mattered, if I'm being honest. We're on grassy terrain, and that's Rillaboom's strongest move. I'd be willing to bet it didn't matter. Rillaboom's going for super effective U-turns. We're going to return with our own super effective U-turn. Tyranitar's going to get knockoff off. Nearly KOs Rillaboom. Gets rid of its Assault Vest, though. And Rillaboom is going to get chipped down by Sand. Crit mattered, Copium. Yeah, that's what they all say. Alright, so we still have the ability to do the third battle if you would like, Jerry. Unfortunately, you cannot get a Pokemon on this attempt. Alright, let's run it with the rain team. That turn 1 was terrible. I had to make a crazy prediction that turn 1 because of how bad of a state the opening put me in. Because, like... Actually, I'm not gonna... I know what I did and why I did it, but it's gonna be hard for me to explain what I did and why I did it. Oh, good golly gosh. Who do we have here? I think I do this, and then have this in the back. No, I should have this in the front, actually. This in the back, and then also this. What does that make me super weak to? Nothing and everything. Great. Let's gun it. Let's run it. I don't gotta think too much. Okay, it's gonna be Ninetales and Raging Bolt versus Scizor and Grim. You're going to see a terrestrialization come out. And it is into Ninetales. Water? It is ice terrestrialization. Scizor gets Bullet Punch. Ninetales survives because of its terrestrialization. Ninetales gets up the Aurora Veil. And that goes for Calm Mind. That's supposed to be Terra Water. Gotcha. Spirit Break into Gouging Fire does some damage. I'm just gonna keep referring to it as Gouging Fire and wait for somebody to get angry at me. So let's Light Screen and I think knock off here. Alright, Light Screen goes up. Excess goes for Dazzling Gleam, does some chip into both Pokemon. Fire goes for Thunderbolt into Scizor and brings it down to about half. Its knockoff goes into Gouging Fire, knocking off its leftovers. And Scizor loses some HP. Okay. I love Gouging Fire. I mean, I love Gouging Fire too. It's just that that's not Gouging Fire. Oh, it's being withdrawn. Well, both Pokemon are being withdrawn, but Ogerpon comes in and Rillaboom comes in. Completely changing the field. Trying to drop Rillaboom's special attack, but that's not going to be mattering. Everybody takes a little bit of Grassy Chip. And let's do this, I think. Actually, do this. Rillaboom fakes out into Archaludon, and Archaludon's ability activates, giving it a stamina defense boost. Grimmsnarl is able to get up the Reflect, making physical moves do less damage. And Ivy Cudgel comes out into Archaludon, but doesn't do very much damage because of the resisted hit and the light screen, getting up another defensive boost. Archaludon sitting pretty good right now, if I have to say so myself, with 2 grass types on the field, but it all depends on how the upcoming turns go. Rillaboom is going to be withdrawn, but into what Pokemon? We are seeing the return of Gouging Fire on the field, as Thunderwave is able to connect into Ogerpon, paralyzing it. Archaludon goes for the Body Press, some notable damage into Gouging Fire, as Ogerpon goes for the Horn Leech to get back some health. As the snow stops on the field. So, what are my options here? I think I just double Gouging Fire. Well, not double it, but put up a Snarl. Okay. There's the Gouging Fire Protect. Galon goes for the Snarl. Gets into Ogerpon, but Ogerpon doesn't really matter. Grimmsnarl tries to get the Spirit Break, but unfortunately does not get it. Ivy Cudgel comes out into Grimmsnarl and nearly picks up KO. There's only one thing that Grimmsnarl can really do at this point. Oh, we're gonna see Follow Me come out from Ogerpon. Okay. Archaludon's Body Press nearly picks up KO into Ogerpon as Gouging Fire gets off a Calm Mind. Spirit Break is able to KO Ogerpon, who is now taken off the field. Hi, Star Game. How you doing? Now, Rillaboom is coming back into the fray. I don't like that. Gouging Fire goes for Protect. Rillaboom goes for the U-turn, does not pick up KO into Grimmsnarl. And brings back out Ninetales. Aurora Veil is going to wear off. As I'm going to do this because I have to. Do you just use any of the 3 teams in the description, or do you switch them out depending if you're doing a single or a triple? Well, you have to fight all 3 teams. But the ones that I choose them in the order is random. Ninetales tries to get Aurora Veil, but is currently raining, so that does not go off. His Body Press comes out into the Raging Bolt. As it Calm Minds once again. And my light screen wears off. Dazzling Gleam comes out, does some chip into both Mons. Body Press comes down to Ninetales and KOs it. Thunderbolt comes out into Pelipper and KOs Pelipper. So this could be Fake Out, KO, Scizor. I honestly think Scizor is fine to move here. Okay, that goes for Protect. Goes for the Fake Out into Scizor. Scizor flinches and cannot move. Everybody's going to take Grassy Recovery. How much of that we got left? Fleck is going to wear off. Okay, one more turn of Grassy Recovery. I'm going to double the slot to make sure that I KO it, because at this point I think Raging Bolt is the only win con. Horsepower comes out into Scizor and KOs it. As Archaludon goes for Body Press into Raging Bolt and KOs it. As the grassy terrain disappears from the battlefield. And I'm feeling pretty good. Did I Terra? I haven't Terra'd yet. I feel like I should have this locked down with Terra flying. Grimmsnarl gets up the Reflect. Its high horsepower comes out into Grimmsnarl and KOs it. And I cannot be hit by ground type moves, but now I'm only 1 time resisted by grass type moves. The battle's cancelled. I don't know how much damage a crit Woodhammer would have done there, but like, I feel like it would be like a noticeable amount. But anyways, GG's. Alright. Let's stretch my wrist for a second. Okay. Let's open up the floor for challengers once again. Not running Wood Hammer on Rila? Gotcha. That would explain why he didn't go for it into Tyranitar during that one game. Oh. We had somebody, but then we lost connection. Which is unfortunate. We're doing official rules 1, and I believe... Who was this again? Alright. I'll see whenever I pick a team. But I think this is a second... Oh! We lost him. I was gonna say, I think... That was Alexander. Has Alexander challenged before? I feel like they have. No, they have not. That would have been a first attempt. Or Alexander. There's a million things they haven't done. Oh, but this is not going to be one. Alright, let's pick... Once I had the screen. Let's kick it old school. With this team. I'm saying I just want feedback on how to improve my team. Wait, Lax, which one was your team? Or rather, what team are you trying to improve? Is it this one? Let me write... You got so many names here now. Lax / Alex. Lax, I'm assuming this is you? I need to pick a team to beat this. And what beats this is... Oh, we have a kind of a funky spread here. I don't really have anything that super beats this, other than maybe this. And... Wait, no. Let's do this and this for beginning. And then have this... and this in the back? No, and this in the back. Right. I'm very scared of grass cat, but if I can have proper grass cat prevention, I can deal with this fine. This is the first attempt, so I guess I shouldn't overthink it too much. Okay, yes. So, looking at this team, I see Lucario and Ceruledge both on the same team. And while I don't think they're necessarily bad Pokemon independently in Reg F, it's hard to get them to work together because they both do a lot of the same things. Normal Goodra? I think normal Goodra is fine. As long as you're knowing your matchups where you need to use it correctly. Gardevoir is also... All of these Pokemon are kind of the same. They all just kind of are like middling to super frail. So it depends on how they get used. I'm going to protect because I want to see what happens. And then I'm going to... I think... I got a lot of options here. I'm gonna Snarl because I want to see if there's a sash on the cat and lower the Gardevoir special attack. Okay, see Flower Chick come out into Pelipper. So now the cat is a mono grass type. Our Caldon gets off the Snarl into both targets. Okay, Hypnosis comes out. That's bad for me. I have no idea what the speed tier is, and I don't have any way to negate sleep normally anyways. Okay, Leftovers on Gardevoir is an interesting pick. I think I just have to cope with all of my mons being asleep for a bit, because I'm not having a lot of pressure exerted on me right now. If it's Leftovers, then they have a 60% chance to land Hypnosis, and they can't kill Pelipper in one hit because Pelipper is Focus Sash. This is taking a bit. Alright, Flower Chick comes out into Pelipper, which does not bring it back down to Sash, but it gets kind of close. Our Caldon is currently taking its sleep turn. Moonblast does come out into our Caledon, which lowers our special attack, but increases our defense. Hurricane from Pelipper comes out into the cat, which picks up the KO into it. Okay. Gardevoir is back to full health because of its Leftovers. We're going to see Annihilate come in. Okay, I have Blastoise in the back. I really need to not hit this monkey for as long as possible, I think. And what other Pokemon do they have? There's really nothing that hates me if I go Terra Flying here. So I think I can have Scizor come in. Nah, actually I'm gonna play defensively. I'm gonna do this and this turn. Oh, I forgot to go Terra Flying. Okay, the monkey goes for bulk up. Our Caledon is still asleep. Goes for the Hypnosis, but doesn't get it. I am not in a great position here, if I'm being honest. What is my out? Because I can't find one. Okay, our Caledon wakes up. Get off the Flash Cannon. And can we miss a Hypnosis, please? No. No, I can't. Unlucky, because Hurricane would have done so much into Annihilate there. I think I have to get my Blastoise endgame set up. Oh, goodness gravy, that does so much. Fence goes up. Does not KO Gardevoir, and Gardevoir goes for Hypnosis but does not get it, which is helpful, at least. Make hell for less. Great Punch comes out, KO's Pelipper. Yeah, Iron Defense. And, okay, Hypnosis comes out. A little unfortunate on the Hypnosis here, but there's not much else that I can do. Bullet Punch is going to KO Gardevoir, probably like I should have done earlier, but it's fine. Main Punch is going to come out into Blastoise, and that does so much! Why, it's only +2 and I'm +2! Why does that hurt so much? There's Slimer coming in. Ah, that's a good job. Why is it? Alright. Yeah, you're only +2. How did Drain Punch hurt that much? I kind of have to all out in a Gudra here. High rolled me. Yeah, the Annihilate's just gonna sweep me. Now I wish I just carried Blastoise there. Well, we would take a neutral to the Muddy Water then, and Muddy Water did a lot. I feel like that has to be specs. What single target though, never mind. But we're not faster than the monkey. I have no way to become faster than the monkey. Oh, it's Metronome. That's why it does so much. It wasn't a high roll then. Crafty, crafty. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's working. Well, you got the element of surprise on your side. So, like, I should have just doubled into Gardevoir turn 1 if I knew it was going to sleep me. And I got a little unlucky with the Hypnosis, but overall, your strategy of getting Annihilate there at the end is very good. I'm shaking. Well, you're up 1 win. That's pretty good. But you just gotta get 2 more, and then you get a Pokemon. And let me hide screen. And we're gonna go with this team. GG, that won't happen again. I won't sell yourself short. If you got more surprises, then who am I to stop you? Alright, looks like we're getting a similar team composition. Yeah, this, and then this, and... Am I not covering for something? I feel like I'm not covering for something. And this. I only have surprises for myself? Well, just keep surprising yourself, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, Kamo and Incineroar hitting the field. Let's do this and this. Mo gets a Plangrisol. Means all of our stats are getting boosted, but we're gonna lose some health. Ironhead comes on to Kamo, doesn't do too much. As Goodra flinches, okay. I'm not sure what Goodra is rocking. I'm faster than both Mons. It's just that Goodra's so special tanky, I feel like it lives the clanging scales. I might be crazy for thinking that though, but I'm gonna Terra Steel. And then knock off the Sarah Ledge. Clanging Scales comes out, and it does not KO either Pokemon. Okay, so Goodra does live. Sarah Ledge goes for the Sword Dance. As Goodra goes for the Muddy Water, which is damaging the both slots. Oh, it's Shell Bell Goodra. Yeah, that one's a little off. Change. Shell Bell's very good in Terra Raids, but it's not very good in VGC, because as you just saw, like, you did a decent amount of damage, but you didn't get any HP back for it. Okay, we're seeing Gardevoir enter the field. Kamo Flash Cannon coming on to Gardevoir, picks up the super effective KO. Focus Blast comes up from Goodra into Incineroar, and Incineroar passes out from that. And he gets a little bit of health. Goodra gets a little bit of health back because of the Shell Bell. Combo gets a little bit of health back because of its leftovers. But now, Monkey and Letterman are going to enter their respective sides of the field. And this is Terra fighting. This might have a shot. We're seeing a terrestrialization into a Terra on the Monkey. It's Terra's Ghost. This is where I forget Goodra has like a wide guard or something. That'd be crazy. Fluttermane Shadow Ball comes out into the Monkey, does pretty good damage into it if I would say so, and Kamo is able to pick up the double KO with Clanging Scales. And it's going to be a GG's. Unfortunately, Alexander, you cannot get a Pokemon on this attempt. However, you are more than welcome to do the third battle if you would like. The thing about all these Pokemon not being like EV trained in specific stats means that they have some extra speed EVs where I don't think they're going to. So like I did not expect Goodra to outspeed Incineroar there. Even though I saw it happen the previous turn. I completely forgot about it. But this is gonna be the Sand team. That one was how I expected the first round to go. Yeah, that round had... My Pokemon definitely had more tools for dealing with Annihilates. But this one, not so much has tools for dealing with Annihilates. I'm gonna lead... What's like good into everything? I think I lead this and this. And then have this and this and back. It'd be funny if someone made a compilation of all my team pickings, and it's just me going, this. I think I lose here if I pick this. This. Next time you battle, can we have no jurisdictions? What is... Do you mean no restrictions? Do you want to bring him a Rhydon to fight an Indeedee and a Hatterene? Is that what I'm getting? I might have had to Terra Fairy here. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I didn't have to Terra Fairy. Okay, that had KO'd Indeedee, which I did not expect, but Gardevoir cannot put me to sleep. You're seeing Humble, who is Annihilate, come in. And Hypnosis goes into Hatterene, but Hatterene's Magic Bounce bounces the Hypnosis back, and Gardevoir dodges its own Hypnosis. I mean, fair enough. So we traded Indeedee for getting up Trick Room there. Which, honestly, I'm not super thrilled about, but there's not much else I can do about it. I had to KO. I hate that I kind of have to KO. This might be dumb. But I'm gonna do this. I don't think I might be stupid for thinking this, but I don't think Expanding Force Liquid Voice is going to KO Gardevoir. I'd rather not have Primarina be... Yeah, I don't think that would have KO'd Gardevoir. Actually, no. Single target Hyper Voice would have killed Gardevoir. But I don't feel like having Primarina fall asleep. Yes, but not Miraidon. What, you want to bring Arceus? I think bringing a restricted might make things a little bit too easy. And also you don't necessarily learn that much if you just bring a restricted to win. I didn't get to prove whether or not the cat has a Life Orb last game, but this should be fine. Okay, the cat did not have a Sash. I said Life Orb, but I meant Sash. Gardevoir might be slower than Primarina. It is not. I have a team full of legendaries. Well, if those legendaries are not restricted, then I would be more than willing to battle you, but, you could bring, like, Registeel, and Landorus, and Urshifu. Everybody loves Urshifu. You can bring, like, Barizigan. But GG's Lex. GG's. I think you have the right ideas. It's just that you need to change out some of your Pokemon to perform some different roles. Like, for example, you saw Annihilate did really well there, and that's because you were able to... I'm going to talk like you did all this on purpose, even though you might say that you didn't do any of these things on purpose, but you saw a spot where Annihilate was able to tank hits really well, and then you had Annihilate set up and then go off with Metronome, which was really unexpected, and a pretty good item in closed team sheets, because as you saw, like, I was completely not thinking that Drain Punch was going to do half of Blastoise's health. I thought it would do like a third, but because you had Metronome, you were able to keep increasing the damage of Drain Punch. So that itself is not a bad strategy. It's just that, like, your Pokemon, like, Meowscarada, like, Meowscarada gets outsped by a lot of other things in the format, but it's still a really good damage dealer. If you're running, like, something with Hypnosis, you want to, like, have something a bit tankier. Whereas Gardevoir might get, like, KO'd before it can get off the Hypnosis. Especially if a team has, like, Flutterman or some really strong ghost types. So if you traded out Gardevoir for something like Bronzong, or there's another really good Hypnosis user that I'm not thinking of. There's also Spore if you want to go. Spore is a guaranteed accuracy move if you're trying to go for sleep. Spore is a really good move. It's pretty much what gives Amoonguss, like, all of its viability, and Amoonguss is really good because it's really tanky and hard to remove. So if Amoonguss is able to put things to sleep, then that gives you more time for your Annihilate to set up, for example. Iron Valley. And Iron Valley is another Hypnosis user. It's not the one I was thinking of, but in Reg F, Iron Valiant isn't that valuable. It might be more valuable in Reg G, but I don't really think so. Meowscarada is used less in recent formats. Yeah, Meowscarada was really good in, like, Reg A, whenever it wasn't getting outsped by Fluttermane. But now, whenever Reg B hit, Fluttermane was outspeeding and just OHKOing Meowscarada, which it did not like. Did not like one bit. Give me just a sec. I believe Ryder is a Oh, Ryder already attempted this stream. Okay. You're allowed to attempt multiple times per stream, but this is the second attempt. Just making a mental note of that. Let me hide the screen for a sec. Well, no, don't do that, don't do that. And I'm gonna grab, I think, this team. Thank you for all the feedback. No worries, no worries. And if you want to, you can look at what other people are using in the format. It's not that Annihilate is unpopular right now. It's just that it is kind of difficult to get off. So you can search on like YouTube for like Annihilate Reg F team and see what other people are using. Usually you don't want to use anything that's like a month old because then that becomes kind of outdated, but things do work in cycles. So we might come back around to Annihilate being really good. I've already faced this team. What did I struggle with this team before? I think I do this. And this. Then I need to bring this. And this, I guess. Hey, Flutter has been the best of the best since it came out, yeah. Flutter's had very high percent usage. It's fallen off a little bit here at the end of Reg F, just because the format's kind of solved at this point. Because if you bring, like, Incineroar, I forget exactly what it looks like, but it's like Raging Bolt, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Urshifu Water, Landorus I, and maybe Amoonguss as a last one. But it's really hard to beat that core. I could just double protect. No, I can't double protect. Urshifu will hit me. I'm going to do this. Actually, I think I'm probably faster than Urshifu. And I'm Covert Cloak, so it's not going to hit me. Okay, I get faked out, but Raichu is Covert Cloak, so it gets to get off the Thunder here, which is going to KO Urshifu. Pelipper Weather Ball is going to lock into Incineroar, which is going to KO Incineroar with an unfortunate crit. I don't think that crit mattered, but you never know with these kind of things. I wish Raichu was static. Like, I know why I made it Lightning Rod, because Lightning Rod is going to be more useful in Reg G. But static has come up way more often than I think Lightning Rod ever has. Rillaboom is going to get off a Grassy Seed, as I do not want to get faked out again, even with my Pokemon who is immune to getting faked out. Actually, nah. It's okay if my fake out Pokemon gets faked out. I don't want to take damage on Pelipper. Ogerpon going to protect itself this turn. As Pelipper gets off the Protect. Rillaboom tries to go for the Fake Out into Pelipper, but unfortunately Pelipper protects. And now Raichu gets off the Electro Web, which is going to connect with Rillaboom and do a tad bit of damage into it. A real not noticeable amount, but it is going to drop Rillaboom's speed. And we're going to have Raichu repeat Electro Web. However, this time we're going to Hurricane into, I think, Rillaboom. Raichu's Electro Web comes out, hits both targets. Which it really always should hit both targets. Like, I know I talk about 95% accurate moves a lot, but that is the one thing that if I was given the chance to change about Pokemon, it would be changing 95% accurate moves to be either 90% or 100%. Because missing 1/20th of the time is ridiculous. I think we can all agree. It only comes up in the worst scenarios. I'm gonna get off another Electroweb, and do I think it'll be slower than Pelipper then? Who do I have in the back again? Right, and then I want to check how many rain turns I have left. 2? I can do 2. Raichu's Electroweb comes out, gets the single target hit on the Ogerpon, doing slightly more damage than it did before, as Ogerpon gets off the Horn Leech, making a good call into Raichu, taking all of Raichu's health for its own. Hello, Kalida Hazelton. How you doing? Will you be streaming next? Probably tomorrow, honestly. We need to like get these Reg F battles moving along, because I realize the official format is gonna change. And it's gonna be harder for me to consistently have Reg F battles. Now, theoretically, Ogerpon should be slower than Pelipper right now. But even if it's not, Thunder Wave will definitely make it slower than Pelipper. And Hurricane is going to pick up super effective KO into Ogerpon and knocking it off the field. You know what would really balance this move and make it fun to use? 95% accurate, probably. Yeah, you know, it's the best thing when you're in a tournament and you need to land a side Electroweb in order to KO a Pokemon, and it just does not connect, and that Pokemon stays alive for the entire turn and KOs the rest of your team. All because you had a 1 in 20 chance to miss there. That is ideal. Looks like Ryder has decided to disconnect and discontinue their attempt. Reg G is coming super soon on Ranked, isn't it? It is coming in 30 days, has September. It's coming in 3 days. We're going to have the Reg G ladder. Which I'll still be doing Reg F battles. It's just that if people bring, like, Terapagos, it means we're going to have wasted time where we have to cancel the battle. But people like this a lot, so I'll probably go live with it for the next 2 days, definitely. And I don't know about what after that, but we'll see. There might also be like, no, actually, Walking Awake and the other one are gonna be here for like a while. They're here for like another week still, which means we're not getting another 7-star. We're in like a 7-star drought right now. I also want to play Pokerogue. I need to play... I didn't get to play it all this weekend. But I wanted to take advantage of the double shiny event for Pokerogue. Hazelton, what are you looking for to trade? I could trade you something. Like, really quick, if it's like catch a Cranidos or something. I might also post this in one of the Discords I'm in for tomorrow at least. Because I need to lose more Pokemon. I need more people who want more Pokemon, but I also want to have more closer battles. Because I need to get rid of all these Pokemon. That's the thing. Like, I need somebody to win today. It's fine. Ideally, also somebody new. Would be cool if they won. Cherry wins again, that's fine. Cherry's on second attempt rules. They only have to win 2 battles. And there's really no point in hiding the screen in front of Cherry, so I'm just gonna rock this team again. Okay, so how did I lose this game? Oh, there's Tornadus now. Was Tornadus from the team before? Man, I gotta deal with Tailwind, Blood Moon, or Saluna now? Frick. Okay, hear me out. I need to get this endgame. Okay. Well, shucks. It would be great if I had Arcaludon here. I'm gonna call Calm Mind here. And I'm gonna try picking off the Rillaboom. Ah, man, I was really hoping that was gonna be different. Yeah, like, got my back up against the wall here. Okay, we see the U-turn. Again, another scenario where it's at static, but this is like the one scenario where I don't need static. It's probably Calm Minding anyways. Okay. Okay. Raichu does that. Then I need this to be Moonblast, and... Okay, that's Moonblast. I meant Dazzling Blade. KO. Raichu, you were so close to doing cool things sometimes. What do I mean getting grassy terrain recovery should be illegal? Yeah, I have to bring Arcaludon here to beat this team. Snowball and a Blastoise does that much. Gives me a bit of a spit up drop. As this thing is still setting up. Blastoise gets so much recovery back on grassy terrain. Unfortunately, so does Gouging Fire. Okay, and it's Ogre Pond. I have to do this, I think. I need Spiky Shield from Ogre Pond. I might be speed flying the Ogre Pond. Okay, that's fine-ish. Can I get Dragon Pulse into Raichu? Okay. The rain has stopped. That's not the best for me. Grass has now disappeared from the battlefield. I need to land this Thunder, I feel like. Oh, maybe not. Okay, Rillaboom's resetting the grassy terrain. Can I get a pair on Rillaboom just for kicks and giggles? Dragon Pulse into Raichu. Oh, who do I need here? Elver. I'm just gonna be aggressive with Pelipper. I probably don't need the rain again. Okay, fakes out that slot. Body Press Gouging Fire, that needed to do way more. Okay. Nope. And that one needed to do way less. Alright, well, that was my only out. +4 body press really did that much? That is what we call, technically, the worst. I mean, I just lose, but I'm gonna light screen anyways. Sarah Fairy, I felt a little bit of salt in the wound. I might have to make a rule that says that if you're re-challenging after your second win, that I can pick one Pokemon that you can't bring. Because gosh darn, does this Raging Bolt just counter everything that I have on the rain team. Ah, well, GG. The one out there was like, I should have brought our Caledon. Like, it was dumb of me not to bring it. But man, I was really expecting Blastoise Body Press to at least 2KO. Even with the recovery. And the fact that it like 4 KOs with recovery is not the out that I wanted it to be. Oh, let's do this on team. Raging Bolt clutch. Yeah, Raging Bolt. There's a reason that it's so as strong as it is, and it's because it's very strong. It's very hard to remove. Tends to do a lot of things well. I know I have to win this battle, but I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm going to rip as much damage as I can. And we'll see what happens. DD's gonna take some damage. Blood Moon comes out. Ziggysaur gets KO'd. That's a pretty meaningful trade. Oh, Ursaluna also dies from that. That's actually maybe not as good, if I'm being honest. I kinda wish Ursaluna could have been on the field. Gosh darn, Gouging Fire, shut up! Just shut up! I don't need to know about your leftovers every turn. It's not that cool. This should be Raging Bolt Protect and then Rillaboom try to KO in DD? I don't want Indeedee to get KO'd this turn. But if this is Woodhammer and a Flutterman, then life is going to suck. I'm gonna do this. It's like not optimal, but it's what I'm doing. Okay, Raging Bolt Terra Fairies. D takes pretty... Wait, did I just protect? No, I Dazzling Gleam. Why did I Dazzling Gleam? Now the Imposing Fluttermane comes in. I should have just Terra Stellar there. Oh, that'd be such a good position if I just Telesterra. I overthought it. I'd be in such a good position if I Terra Stellar Dazzling Gleamed. Rigid Bolt's just not protecting. I need to be punishing that, but I'm just not punishing it. Because I think it's gonna protect in order to get more, but then it just KOs my Pokemon. I get so much health back. Okay. Alright. Yeah, there's the protect. Fake out. Unfortunately, I'm gonna lose Boosted Gleam. Boosted Gleam and it really been. I guess it is AB. Didn't even do that much. Oh, I had it so though. I said Stellar Dazzling Gleam that turn. I would have had it, but should have been more aggressive. That's why. That's my takeaway. I should have just been more aggressive. I get out of this with a crit. Nope. It does drop Speed F though, so if I somehow live this turn. So much HP recovery. Alright, I need the double crits. GG. Should have just killed it. I should... Elbingham G-Gleam there, so free. I should have just gone for the kill on the Raging Bolt. That would have gotten it. Just let it stick around for too long. Alright, well, do the third game if you want, but you will get a Pokemon of your picking. Let's go. There's no Snarl on Raging Bolt, I guess. No, I'm gonna do this. Overpon and Tornadus at field. Going to see a terrestrialization. Come out into Overpon Water. Reyes is going to set up Tailwind. And Overpon Water's going to go for Ivy Cudgel into Indeedee. Indeedee, gonna get crit, but I don't think that crit mattered. Tyrene gets up Trick Room. There's no shot Overpon doesn't protect here. I'm gonna double the Torn. Okay, Overpon withdraws even. To Ursaluna, the Rank Master. Tornadus goes for Protect this turn. That heals just enough to where I have to Grassy Glide it. It might Terra Normal. If it Terra Normals, I lose. I didn't think about that. Should've just spread moved it. Okay, they did not Terra Normal. Oh, it still lived! I lose. Shit. I'm playing stupid now. Rillaboom's speed fell, which is kind of good because we're in Trick Room. But now it's Tyranitar and Rillaboom versus everything, pretty much. In comes this guy. Oh wait, they couldn't Terra normal because they already Terra Ogerpon, which means this also can't Terra. Just give me a Rock Splinch, please. Let's go for Sunny Day, which activates Photosynthesis. Rillaboom is slower than Tyranitar because of the speed drop. Can you get Flinch, please, to get me back in the game? I'm not even back in the game because I have to beat the Ogerpon, which I don't do. Nope. Yeah, it's GG. Oh, right, the Tailwind. I could have just Wood Hammered that Ursaluna. Yeah, smart. It's resisted Ivy Cudgel and Sun, but it's Terra boosted, so it does a bit. Probably stomping, tantruming into a protect actually helped. Or not this. I need to do this. Yeah, that comes out, which makes sense. That comes out, which makes sense. Just does not take any damage. There's now removed it from the field. I played badly all 3 sets. I should have just gone to Tyranitar instead of Rillaboom, because I knew I was going to get rid of my terrain, but I didn't want... What was I thinking? I didn't want... Who was it? I didn't want, I didn't want Rillaboom to just come in instead. And then Ogerpon Water to live. So I brought in my own Rillaboom to try and pressure out the Ogerpon Water, which got rid of my own terrain. Alright, GG's. Yeah, I went, well, this was your second attempt, technically, so you won on the last game. But you're allowed to pick something. Let me go into the old link trade menu. We're gonna make it 8s for whatever reason. I think I am going to make a rule. I might even change it to... I'm going to change the rules. Think about it, but I might make it so... Like, if you use the same team after the first attempt, then you only need to win twice. Or maybe I might just make it flat out, like, if you use the same team over and over, then you only need to win 2 battles. But if you bring different teams, then you need to beat all 3. Instead of it have it be, things based. I want a Hatterene? Alright, bet. Because I want to make it harder after the first attempt, because now I'm just getting figured out. I don't want one person to get, like, all the Pokemon. Even though that would be kind of funny to have one person clean me out. But I think either the 2 ways that I can make it harder is that, like, after your 3rd Pokemon, you have to win all 3 battles in a row. That feels a little too easy. Or I could just say, this person cannot bring this Pokemon. There's an owl going crazy outside my room. I don't know, I'll think about it. Has anyone else but me beaten you yet? Nope. You're the only one to beat me. So far, at least. There are people who can beat me. They're just, not here right now. It's getting pretty late. I think we might end in like 5 minutes unless we have someone who wants to challenge. Someone else who wants to challenge, that is. I also have some people just get rental teams. Like, I think... Like, I want GG Plays to, like, grab a rental team and try and beat me. Get some more battling experience. But I think some people just get way too defeated instantaneously. And don't want to do the rest of the battles. Which is a little disappointing, because it leads to, like, the rich just get richer kind of scenario. But this... I mean, this is more or less like a test run of this series concept. And I think most of it works, but there's definitely some things that I want to rework going into, like, Reg G. Because I can still do, like, Reg G battles, it's just that in Reg G, you won't be able to take my restricted. Will be the rule, because I don't have time to play through the entire game again to get a second Koraidon. Well, I do, and I probably will be doing that, so I can trade for a Miraidon at some point, but I don't have time to make, like, 6 battle teams with 3 different pairs of restricteds, and, like, playing through the game 3 times, even if it's just to get, like, who would make it the easiest? I guess I get Kyogre, Groudon, and some other restricted, maybe Terapagos. For Reg G battles. I think banning me with Raging Bull, or at least self-banning myself with Raging Bull is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, fair. I think it's definitely a cool concept, needs some tweaking of freaking course. With Reg G battles, so people can take your restricted and them out. Yeah, taking my restricted would take so much time. Like, I have some in Pokemon Go, it's just that to send them to Pokemon Go, and then train them up, bottle capping them, leveling them, would just be a rather pain. And even then, like, everybody has, like, restricted... Like, it's not hard to get Kyogre and Groudon and then train them up. It's more appealing to me to get, like, a Rillaboom or an Incineroar, which you might not have trained. And helps the player a little bit more. Because if you're just taking a Kyogre to get a second Kyogre, you're not really gonna have... you're not gonna have much more success in like competitive battling. I wouldn't send things from Go to Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, that's the other thing, is I really don't want to send my legendaries from Go to Scarlet and Violet, but like I could. That'll probably be the fastest way. Actually, no. Going into Sword and Shield and then, like, being level 15 and doing Dynamax adventures, that's probably the fastest way to get, like, a Groudon. But, like, that's a Mondo pain that I would rather just avoid. Because it takes me, like, 8 hours to beat through Sword, and then maybe, like, an extra couple hours to catch the Legendary, because the Legendary isn't really a part of the story, except for the last moment that it can be a part of the story. And then it gets, like, a little bit of a headache. That's exactly why I took Hatterene, because I don't have one built. Same with Archaludon. Yeah, that's the idea. Is I built all of these Pokemon that kind of work well together, but independently you could slot them on a team, and then they would do well. Because, like, the way I see it, there's, like, 2 Pokemon on each team that are, like, good for VGC, like Archaludon, Pelipper, like the big 2 going into Reg G, because there's a lot of Pelipers on certain teams to just negate Sun, and then Archaludon on rain teams ideally will be good. Grimmsnarl is always good for screens. Raichu has a niche being on Kyogre teams for Lightning Rod, and then Blastoise and Scizor. Scizor's like kind of good, but not necessarily, and then Blastoise just is kind of there to flesh out the rest of the team. Same with this team. Incineroar's good. Fluttermane's good, Torkoal's good, Indeedee is good. Exeggutor is just here to flesh out the team, as Kamo and Scizor are pretty similar. Like, Kamo is just here to flesh out the team, but it's still pretty good. And then, like, Indeedee is good, Hatterene is good for Trick Room. Rillaboom is always good. Arcanine is kind of... Arcanine, Tyranitar, and... Actually, I don't even think I would put Tyranitar on, like, being good in Reg G, but, like, Arcanine and maybe Primarina are good in Reg G. Arcanine's, like, a different, but, yeah, definitely Rillaboom, Indeedee, and Hatterene. 100%. What is the ability in Kamo? So I've had Overcoat, but Overcoat has never come up. Being soundproof is like being soundproof. I think is better in Reg F, but being Overcoat is better in Reg G, because then you dodge the spores. You dodge the spores, and you also don't take Sand Chip, but that's not important on this team. Like, if I was gonna train Kamo for Reg G, I'd probably just make it a body press set. And then you have the advantage of not using your restricted, because the best body presser in Reg G is going to be Zamazenta. But Zamazenta is weak to Spore, whereas Kamo is not. And Kamo pairs... Kamo doesn't use, like, your restricted slot. So you could pair something else with Kamo and then get the body press set off. Hisuian Arcanine is cool. Yeah, I wish I could have more Hisuian Mons. Like, Ursaluna would be good, but I would have to make, like, a full Trick Room team, I think, if I'm using Ursaluna. I don't really know where I would fit it. Like, maybe I could swap Tyranitar for Ursaluna, and then something else for Arcanine that's good in Trick Room, and then this is just like a full Trick Room team. But when I was designing the teams, I wanted to have, like, 2 modes that each team could do. So, like, the Rain team can do Blastoise endgame, where Blastoise is super tanky and gets a lot of recovery, with Iron Defense Body Press, and then Grimmsnarl can set its screens. Or we just have Archaludon endgame, where Archaludon just does Archaludon things, and we have Archaludon endgame. And then, like, this is, like, Exeggutor spread mode, is, like, Exeggutor, Indeedee, Torkoal, Fluttermane. And then we have Get Kammo-o setup mode, which is usually Kammo-o Indeedee for redirection, or Kammo-o Incineroar for fake out. And then, like, Fluttermane in the back. And then this team is Trick Room mode, bring, like, these four. I messed this up during team building. I wanted to make all the Tyranitar's 0 speed IV, but, like, I accidentally made them all max speed IV, and by the time I had trained up the Tyranitar's, I didn't realize my mistake. So they're all 31 speed IV, decreased speed nature, which is unintuitive, but it works more often than not. I have a Zamazenta team built right now. Yeah, Zamazenta seems very interesting. I hear my idea on Hisuian Zoroark team currently. I'm always down to hear a Hisuian Zoroark team. I love me some Hisuian Zoroark teams. I have, where is it? This guy. I brought this guy to Pittsburgh. The idea was, the core was, here, let me rearrange these a little bit. I think this was during Reg D. I'm going to talk about Reg D for a while, but my idea in Reg D was to have Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Hisuian Gudra, and Hisuian Zoroark, and this core was really good. It's just that when I brought these two Pokemon to fill out the other things that beat this core, these Pokemon were not that good at doing that. Also, my Iron Hands didn't have any EVs when I brought it to Pittsburgh, which was a bit of an oops. But what I should have brought in place of Iron Hands was Urshifu Dark, I think, and then something else other than Rillaboom would have beat more of the matchups. Because these two were just kind of here to help me beat Amoonguss, but they did not do that. But yeah, what's your Hisuian Zoroark team currently? Is this a Reg F team or a Reg G team? Hisuian Zoroark, Annihilate, Mousehold, Ferrograft, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, and Fluttermane. Very good team. I do like Annihilate and Fluttermane working together. I had a Reg F team where they did that. It was like the only really good Reg F team I made when I was playing competitively early this year for this college thing that I do, where we battle other colleges. It's called CVL. But yeah, I like that team a lot, and I made a video on it, but I was so out of practice with using that team. I didn't do very well in the live stream. Reg F so far. I love throwing random stuff together. Yeah, throwing random things at the wall and seeing if they work is my entire strategy. It's the best strategy. Because, like, 90% of the time, it doesn't work. But then 10% of the time, you find something. And then you show that something to other people, and then, like, because they're only seeing the 10% of, like, the good stuff, they think that you're a genius. I'm desperate to make Hisuian Zoroark work. Yeah, I feel that. There's like, going into like Reg G, there's like a number of restricteds that I can count on like one hand that you could disguise Hisuian Zoroark as. It's like Telepathy Dialga, Telepathy Palkia, no, not Terapagos. Definitely not Terapagos. Who else? I guess Gen 7 legendaries, Lunala and Solgaleo, but Solgaleo's not great in Reg G. I think it would be better in a double restricted format, but there's no reason to use Solgaleo right now. Now we're just gonna take Astral Barrage. I'm gonna be on this screen just in case we have any challengers, but I feel like we're pretty much done today. I'll wait for stream to catch up. Lunala, perhaps, even then, yeah. Like, you're still both weak to Dark, so if Incineroar sends the knockoff into you anyways, then it just cancels you out. And, like, you're still both immune to Fake Out, so there's no purpose in doing that. Like, you need to disguise yourself as something that makes your opponent question faking out you. Because then it's just gonna miss. Or makes you play more defensively. And there's not a lot of Pokemon that Hisuian Zoroark can do that for. I lose so hard to Dark Urshifu. I think Dark Urshifu is probably the best partner for Hisuian Zoroark. Because, like, if you're disguising it as Urshifu, like, Unseen Fist as an ability doesn't get told, so you can disguise Zoroark as Urshifu, and nothing's going to protect in front of Urshifu, because it's afraid of, you know, just getting hit through Protect, and if something fakes out Urshifu, then you just get a free hit there. But yeah, Urshifu Dark does make things rather tedious. That's why I had mine Terra Fairy, Terra Blast. Because you're a normal type, so you can still use Terra Blast normally. But if you're if you're like max speed Hisuian Zoroark, then you can outspeed Dark Urshifu and either go for the Will-O-Wisp or go for the Terra Blast, Terra Fairy. Yeah, nobody else is chat, so I think we're just done for today. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll think about revising the rules a little bit for people who have gotten 2 Pokemon, or maybe even 3, but I'll think about it. Well, I'll see what I cook up. I've got a whole day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the live stream. And even consider subscribing, because both of those things help me out an absolute ton. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.